Carly, I'm at the John Paul Jones Arena where around 1,500 people are just wrapping up their search for Hannah Graham. All of them looking for any kind of clues to find her before it's too late.
I wouldn't want to be at home right now. I could be doing homework, but I think this is more important than that.
Chloe Laird and Raquel Marriott are both UVA students. They are just two among hundreds who packed these buses to take part in a search for Graham. Search crews went block to block, searching Charlottesville and the surrounding area for any traces of Hannah. Laird and Marriott both say they wanted to do this because it could have happened to one of their loved ones.
It could be one of my best friends, and I feel like every person counts in this sort of thing, and I just want to put in my share of the work.
We hope that today is fruitful and that we find her, and I'm sure we will.
Bring Hannah home.
Search crews plan to come back out around 8 a.m. Sunday morning, and they're still looking for volunteers. If you're interested in helping, you can find a link to sign up at WHSV.com. In Charlottesville, Khiree Stewart, WHSV.
The way they have it laid out right now, they're going right through my house. Literally.
Julie Trunk is one of hundreds of people who packed the Augusta Expo for an open house about Dominion's proposed pipeline.
Do they know where they're going to put their compressor stations? Or they know where they're going to put their valves?
The pipeline would also go through Daryl Gregory's land, too.
I want the gas to come. We need gas in my area.
The landowners here get to talk to people from Dominion on how the pipeline will affect what they own while going around to the many booths and looking at maps just like this. Many questions dealing with the route of the pipeline and its effect on the environment, something Dominion spokesmen say people shouldn't worry about.
Once the construction period ends, you get a chance, the right-of-way becomes grass or crops, or you can raise your livestock on it.
Across the parking lot, the Augusta Alliance held their own open house. Nancy Searles is the co-chair and says some of her questions went unanswered.
They were asked what their break-even point was on construction, and they had no idea about that. They said they would get back to us on what the life expectancy of a piece of pipe was.
Either way, Trunk says she plans to fight on.
I'll be seeking legal advice. They certainly have not considered all landowners out there.
And we'll wait to see what their next step is. In Fishersville, Khiree Stewart, WHSV.
It's been a disaster for me. My carport and in my shed, but it's never did it in all the years that I've been here until they put the sewer line in.
David Proffitt has lived in Greenville for more than 30 years. A few years ago, Augusta County installed a sewer line which runs near his property. He says he's experienced flooding in his yard since they finished up work. These are pictures he shared with me of the mess. On top of all of the water, he says he's noticed in his yard since the project ended. David says he's also noticed a lot of debris and runoff on his land as well.
For me, I'm just always picking up debris and stuff from where they excavate it. If you look around, you see that I haven't gotten any of it done because every time it rains, I get some kind of garbage down through here, whether it be trash or rocks or tree branches or whatever.
Well, we're sad in the loss of property and things, but we are trying to help them out.
Michael Shaw is the supervisor for the Riverheads District, which covers Greenville. He says he's heard of flooding in the area before, but doesn't think it's completely because of the sewer line.
The engineer says that it's natural runoff, and so they are saying that the project was put back in the manner that the land was before it was disturbed.
Either way, Proffitt says he wants the county to do more before things get worse.
I hope they can clean my mess up at least, where the water's washed down through my property. I don't know what needs to be done, but I'm hoping somebody will come out here and eventually look at it.
And he's hoping it gets done before flooding rains fall again. In Greenville, Khiree Stewart, WHSV.
Leaders with the county are still.
I ain't got no home, no house, nothing to live in. Sit down on these bridges here. There ain't no jobs out there now.
This man, who didn't want to use his real name, used to be a plumber. Now he lives under this overpass and depends on others for help.
That's the only way I make my money. I live it. Rough. It's rough out here living on the streets.
He was surprised to hear the Augusta County Board of Supervisors is talking about considering an ordinance which would ban panhandling throughout the county.
Oh, they live out on the streets for a while.
Felicia Glick is a deputy with the Augusta County Sheriff's Office. She says panhandlers can be distracting to drivers and that the idea could help make the roads safer.
Not only is it a traffic safety concern because of the attention being drawn from motorists, but also just from a personal safety standpoint and potentially someone accessing your car.
Back out at the bridge, this panhandler's afraid the proposal could have unintended consequences.
Hope they don't pass it. Hope not. A lot of lobbies going if they do pass it.
And he's hoping more people understand. In Augusta County, Khiree Stewart, WHSV. Nicole, I'm in front of the Public Safety Building where the Harrisonburg Police Department spent the day taking back unwanted prescription drugs without any questions asked. It's all in an effort to help keep the streets safe and clean.
It's saddening when somebody is struggling with any kind of abuse.
Catherine Nekowitz lives in Harrisonburg. Saturday, she went to the Harrisonburg Police Department to give them medication she doesn't need anymore. She knows people who would use it for other reasons.
I do know some people I would feel uncomfortable leaving pain medications around for them to have access to because I wouldn't be confident that they would not use them.
That's why she's taking part in the National Take Back initiative. Harrisonburg Police Officer Chris Monahan says drug abuse is a rising problem in our area. In fact, according to the Drug Free World Foundation, every day, nearly 2,500 people abuse a pain reliever for the first time.
Anytime you eliminate the opportunity for somebody to put the drugs in their hand, you're going to see a domino effect with the less abuse of that drug.
Either way, Nekowitz wants more people to take advantage of this opportunity.
I hope that this provides a safe place for people to get rid of those drugs so that they aren't gotten.
If you missed today's event and you have prescription drugs that you would like to get rid of, there's no need to worry because police say that they plan to hold another event again next year. In Harrisonburg, Khiree Stewart, WHSV.